Ah, I think I've done it. Right. This is, well, I'm wearing a Hornby shirt. As you can guess, it's Hornby centenary. I'm doing this later on in the year. I mentioned in my previous video, I've been buying equipment at the moment. I've mainly been buying equipment. I also have bought some Hornby centenary range. I did say in the previous video I wanted to discuss that a little bit more. There's some reasons why I haven't been on air. This is the first time you've seen me in front of the camera, by the way. There is a meet me video, but I'm still working with the editing software and I'm learning a lot with that, and I'm settling for Adobe Premiere Pro, more of the Creative Cloud, so all of the Photoshop, After Effects, everything, so I can get my intro. That's another thing I've been playing around with, and I've been having a lot of fun and also learning. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that have been rather informative and helping me with choices of equipment, setups. Like this one, I've got a it's like a circular light, LED light, so it gets some more lighting's controlled, and also I'm using my phone, so this is like a cradle, so I can have my light and a shotgun microphone attached, which I'm using now, all on a tripod, so hands are free, I can sit in front of the camera. The only difference in this one, I haven't used the editing, so this is uploaded raw at the moment, so I can get a video out there. So please bear with me. I have promised to put all these things since 2016, and I've had my struggles along the way. There's a few things on my side. I did have a bit of a horrible time last year. I was rather ill, couldn't breathe. Funny that. Yeah, I couldn't breathe, and the doctors said it was like a pneumonia thing. It was really horrible. I had to lay on my chest and everything. And now, this year, 2020, people they don't know whether I had COVID. I could have had it, but all I can tell you is 2019 was a horrible year for me. Towards the back end, about May time, I lost my nan, so I lost my touch with my grandparents, and my grandparents mean a lot to me. That's the reason why I'm here. My grandparents have my parents, and I'm here, and I spent a lot of my childhood with my grandparents. Probably hence why I'm in like two pastime hobbies, that's the way it is. And Hornby, it means a lot to me. Hornby really does mean a lot to me because it's been throughout my childhood and it's taught me a lot. It's taught me how to do carpentry, it's taught me how to do electronics, it's taught me how to be imaginative. Some of you people don't know me, I am autistic. My daughter is also autistic, and she's gone through a period of things where I've learned a lot of things about myself, which I didn't know about when I was growing up. It wasn't diagnosed. Been diagnosed in my adult life. It has been a lot to deal with, and I find things quite difficult to, like the average person might find easy, but some things I do find difficult. I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it is who I am. I have to accept that. I have accepted that. This hobby means a lot to me, and it has taught me a lot. I've collected all sorts throughout. Since 1986 is when I had my first model railway. Christmas is a lot. It associates with Hornby a lot. Christmas time is the first. Christmas 1986 was the first time I had my model railway. I had track on a board, my grandparents, my uncle, my parents all got together and they had a lemur. I did show photos. I will go through a bit more detail when I upload videos better with the editing software, so I can put a digital version of the picture so you can see it a bit better, and I'll go through my journey. I'll show you my first loco, which I still have, and I have serviced that loco recently. Well, I serviced it last year when I wasn't happy, and I wanted to make myself happy, and obviously I had my childhood loco, and obviously going through things from my childhood made me happy. I don't know how that resonates with you guys, but for me it helped me. Obviously as well, during last year lost my nan, and my dad got diagnosed with prostate cancer, which he's still going through. I'm not, again, like last year I wasn't allowed to see him because he was going through his operation. I couldn't risk on him being ill. I was ill myself. So, and obviously my daughter and other children being just a common cold, he wouldn't be able to go through his operation. So we stayed away, and that's what happened last year. And again, this year, because of the current situation is too risky, I'm staying away because my dad is going through chemo treatment, and anything, common cold, or even if I got COVID or a family member has COVID, they could pass it on to him, and that could seriously, he has no immune system, so I have to stay away. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I've accepted that. I'd rather my dad be alive than him getting ill through this silly thing, and has no immune system. So like, there's all sorts of things about cancer treatment during this period of time. It was delayed and delayed and delayed, and it upset me a lot. But again, Hornby, yeah, it's helped me out. I sit down in the evening sometimes. I haven't made videos. I've been servicing a lot of my locos, just getting a loco out and looking at it very closely under magnifying glass. Just spotting out details, or I look at something and I think I can add some bit of detail there and make it a little bit better. That is my area of the hobby. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy the electronics, so I'll have like sound, lighting, smoke effects, all sorts of effects. There's lots of YouTube videos out there that demonstrate this very well, and I'm going to join in eventually when I get myself back on my feet. And yes, I will be. I know I keep rambling on. I just got a lot of things to get out there. Again, like I said, this helps me out with my mental health, which is very important at this period of time we're all suffering through. I've collected Hornby throughout my life since 1986. Before 1986, I used to go around my grandparents, and I used to play with my granddads, and it was my dad's train set, and it was passed on from my dad to my uncle, and now it's passed on to me. So I have a lot of fond memories. So pre-1986, I used to go around on Sunday. Funny, this is Sunday. It was a family thing. Even Christmas period of time, we used to do modelling. We'll get the trains out and run them, or build models. That was our thing. Excuse me. I've got something in front of me. This is rather important to me, and it's just a Hornby Railways back in the 90s. This is the last thing I got as a Christmas present I received off my late nan, my other nan, which she died in 1996, and this is the last Christmas present I received off her. So it means a lot to me, So I can be transported back in time to certain periods. I know it sounds funny to you, but I set it up and have fun with it. My daughter and I have had this out and had fun with it. It's still here, It's like a time capsule, So Hornby does mean a very great deal to me. There's all sorts of things I've got. Obviously, I've got my first loco, which is Lima, which is now owned by Hornby. Hornby brought out Lima. Yeah, Lima pannier tank 9400, which I still have, and I have other variants of it, which I've collected in my adult life. I've modified some of them. I also have a kit built 9400. Yes. More on that to come. I'm just in the winter's evening doing some modelling. Great fun. So yes, this means a lot to me. So yeah, I still have it. You know, I have lots of other models from my childhood. They're all surrounded by me. Bear with me. I go out to shop. That was bought a Christmas present probably from my parents. But I don't just have like the old. I have the old stuff I've collected when I was young. I love a lot of modern stuff. I don't know, I need to do a review of this, or I have done a review of it and haven't published a video yet. What is this? 7200. Okay, I like it. I got it. I'm a great fan of Great Western Railway, but as well, I like the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway. I've got videos of the Somerset and Dorset Railway. I have family members that worked on that railway, and that railway means a lot to me, which is what I will be building. My layout, I'm going to build it to an exhibition standard layout, and it's going to take time, but that's what I'll be doing soon. A couple of layouts I'll be building. I'm building one at the moment just to play around with. I live in a flat at the moment. I want something to mess around with, and we'll go on to something else. Before I do, again, something from my childhood. My daughter likes bridges, tunnels. She loves it. She loves watching the trains climb up, climb up an incline. I have all sorts of inclines. I have this one. I've got the piers sections, which will be incorporated on the layout I'm currently building, which you'll see in due course. But yes, when we set up on the laminate floor, which is not ideal, we do all sorts of configurations, just bringing back my childhood, what we used to do. So yeah, I said something about an operating ore set, which I haven't got yet. I will be getting. Just so I can have a bit of fun. It's something from the past time. It makes me happy. I know I could remodel it, make it look more realistic, but still, it's something to have fun with. That's as well with this hobby. You can have fun and get very serious with it and go along the realms of P4 or EM gauge, which is very realistic. And again, my exhibition layout, I want that to that sort of standard, but it'll be running on double O track because I've got a lot of older locos that I will be running on. Well, that's why I got code 100, because I do own a lot of older locos and I want to run them on that layout. Evergreech Junction, I have mentioned this before in another video, that is the layout I'll be building. It's going to take a lot of planning. I've planned a lot already, going through photographs, and obviously I need to do a lot of scratch building because there's not a lot of proprietary products that I can buy. There are some made by another manufacturer. I want to keep this Hornby at the moment, so I'll go on to another video on that actually. Keep that in a separate video because this is mainly to do with Hornby. And I did go through this when I got it, Hornby's 2020 centenary range, and I have a few products out of this. One of the reasons why I went quiet is, again, there was some bits about it I weren't happy. I had pre-orders, and a lot of you guys I know have had pre-orders set up with big shops, and they didn't go through. They dropped them, which I was very unhappy with. Made me quite upset actually, because you're waiting for a product, you're giving them money and you're waiting for it, and then lastminute.com you get told it's not going to go through. That angered me a lot. I'm sorry, but that's the only bit I'm not happy with at the moment. Whether it's Hornby or the supplier or whatever, they had arguments. I don't care. My orders didn't get put through. And another thing I want to have a little gripe is basically the people buying them and then they sell them online for a higher rate, a higher price. I'm sorry, that's not fair. Not to other fellow modelers. I'm sorry if I model something. If it's a fair bid, then so be it. That's modelers wanting that product, and obviously they got the money and they want to spend that money. That's fair enough. That's a bid. That's the nature of bidding on things. Not ask now price double the price of what it was originally. That's wrong. If you don't want that product, don't buy it. And it's not, it's for everybody to enjoy. I don't like people that do that. I'm sorry. It's got a term to it. There's a term like scalping or something like that. Sorry, I don't agree with it. But for the modelers out there that they buy them on a fair price, so be it. But it should be available to everybody to buy, not for people to make profit out of something they don't want. Sorry. But still, I want to keep us on a positive note. I've got this as well, Hornby's Book of Trains. Yes, I have other previous issues of the Hornby Book of Trains. I don't know if I shared with you, but I've collected some of them. Yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. There's a lot of information about Frank Hornby himself, the founder of Hornby. Obviously, there's other companies incorporated in this. So, like again, we go to my childhood, Lima and Tryon. Bear with me a sec, because obviously I've got a few things here. How am I going to do this? Let's move that there. Let's move that here. It's rather heavy. You may have seen this in other videos. Tryon Railways. Yes. An RS3 set. This is was my granddad's, my dad's, my uncle's. Now it's mine. And obviously I've still got it. I like to keep things. I didn't have the original box. I had to find a box, which I did, to kind of keep everything in. I can't tip it up too much. I don't want things falling out because they mean a lot to me. Yes, it's all in a box. That's how I like it. I like to keep. It's just a thing that I've got. I like to keep things in the original boxes, and if I don't have that box, I'll try and track down the box to keep it all in. The loco's been serviced, and you have seen it running on my channel. Please check out that. I will do it again, probably set it up on the Series 3 track, which this set comes with. And also, I've got hold of this as well. Was it 1954, 55? Uncoupler, hand uncoupler, really handy. Yeah, I have it. Brilliant. Lots of fun. Me and my daughter have had this out and ran it. We've ran my granddad's and my dad's trains. Obviously, my dad is not well at the moment. I've sent him videos and pictures of it going, and I've serviced it and it smokes as well. That's another effect my daughter loves, and she likes it going through the tunnel. She likes tunnels, and the loco smoking with smoke oil going through the tunnel, and the tunnel coming, filled with smoke, and it's still coming out. She likes that. So yeah, it means a lot to me. So that's Tryon, yeah. So we're going about 19 since I was born, 1981. Yeah, I remember this in 1985 and 1986. I remember it all set up right when I was young, when I was a little baby. It kept me entertained. My uncle set it up, you see, around my granddad's house, because he's still quite young when he was still living with my grandparents, and we all had these running. I had fun with them, and I still have them and still have fun today. They're time capsules, and as soon as I get it out, I can be transported back to the 80s. having fun. Alright, let's put that down there. I'll bring in something else, camera equipment. I've got some more lighting as well. I've got some of these lighting and some other lighting, which is really handy. Look, right, don't want to blind you too much. It's all controllable, and again, it's helped me do my videos. There's little bits I've got to remember to bring onto screen. Hornby Centenary Collectors Club. It's got sent to me. Obviously, when did I get it? April, May, and I still need to do a review on this, but I have got it just to show you. I was joined the Collectors Club again, and I got given this, and the badge and the card and everything else. Here we go. Sorry, the light shining in there. It's the Hornby Centenary Collectors Club model, which is exclusive to 2020. Yes, I have it. Brilliant model, and I need to do a review of it. I will do a review on it with the badge and everything you get with it, and the books, the magazines that you get each quarterly, I think. Yeah, and I have them. Great fun. Great modelling tips, and tells you a bit what's going on in Hornby. I don't know what that was in this year. So got that. Yeah, obviously that's the lighting. Again, I've been doing that. So a lot of equipment, camera equipment, camcorders, cameras. That's what I've been buying mainly this year, just to get things back on track. Lighting and everything. I've said. Yes. Let's first of all, I know it's Hornby owned this company, Lima, they bought them out, so I can kind of squeeze this in here. Lima Railways 1984-1985 edition, and I just want to show you the loco that I have. You bear with me. I have a few Lima locos, by the way, that I got during my childhood, and obviously I've collected during my adulthood, and I've done some things to some of them to improve them. Bring them up to scratch. They are rather basic models, they're nice models. I don't know if you can see that. The GWR 9400 pannier tank. That is the loco I got in 1986, along with, bear with me, it was Christmas 1986, and I had it under the Christmas tree. I still have it, along with the brake van there with the white roof, and it's important to me. I still have it in the box, and I'll show you it. And also, it was new on this year, our White's wagon. That's what was under my Christmas tree in 1986. That wagon there, yes. And I've noticed that the price is quite pricey. I've checked it out on auction sites, and they do fetch quite a lot of money for some reason. Maybe they're rare, or I don't know. But in the particular packaging, yeah, they are. So I have it. And yes, we'll go through it. What I'll do is I'll do a review and have the fancy intro and everything going along with that, and I'll do a proper video on it. So that means a lot to me. I still have that. That's my from 1986. What I got, my entry into model railways, Hornby track I had all set up, and then basically I've collected and collected and collected. You're wondering probably why I've got Hornby Railways 1990 edition. Was it 1990? It's the 36th edition, and there's a reason why I got this. I remember, again, I look at this, I think it's like a capsule through time. I still have it, and basically I remember getting this with my nan when she was around. My nan that bought me the London Road station which is down there, which I showed you. Yeah, she died in '96. But this is 1990, and I remember me and my cousin going to a shop, and the guy in the shop, because loved Hornbys, and we looked at the trains and we loved them, and I think we got a wagon or something. He just gave us this, one each, and I remember that. And my nan was with us, and obviously there's a lot of product in here that my nan bought me when I was growing up, and I've even got the price list. I try and keep everything. I've got every edition. I've collected them all. I've got previous editions that I didn't have, and obviously I wasn't around. So in the 60s and that, I have all those editions too. Yep, and that means a lot to me. I remember keep looking at this, and I always wanted this set. Always wanted this Midnight Freight train set. Always. And I rectified that. I have it. And it is a set that is in a very good condition. It hasn't been touched. It looks like the loco's been ran, and all the accessories, the engine shed and everything, all still wrapped up. I have it, paperwork, the lot, and I can't wait to share that with you. A few other sets here. The reason why I'm going through the sets is because every single train set that was issued in 1990, I have. I don't know why, I just wanted to do it, and I have done it. I'll share I've got a few down here now. That's why Hornby means a lot to me. I don't just have the latest Chinese made, I have here you are. It's got the cassette, it's got everything, it's got the paperwork. I'll briefly just bear with me a sec. I don't want it to be up too much, and I don't want to move it because it is there we are. I've got the paperwork. I don't know if you can make that out. 1990 production. I have it. Controller, cassette, the lot. I had this controller when I was younger with the model railway that I got in 1986, and then obviously we got other controllers, but I still got the original controller I got. This comes with the set, so yeah, all sets have all the components. That's what I've got, and there's a few sets I might get that are in the 1990-1991 range, which I want because it has the cassette and has everything with it. There's just a little thing it just brings back my childhood. This one, my cousin had it. This was his train set. He had it. Obviously, this is not the train set that he had. I've got this one. But yeah, this is what he had. That's why I got it. So we both had that catalogue, and it means a lot. So that's why I got every single set produced in 1990. And there's another periods of the 90s that I've collected as well in sets and other locos from. But yeah, I will do a review on it, hopefully. I have a lot of nostalgia. That means a lot. That's why, Hornby, 100 years of Hornby. There's a lot of nostalgia in it, and yes, it does mean a lot to me. So I have a lot of the stuff that are produced in this year and in the 20s, in the noughties, as it were. So I've obviously done videos, and I still have videos to make on some sets. I've got some train sets and some individual locos, rolling stock. I've collected a lot. That's what I mean. It's got big, and this is a big set. Oh yes. There's another one. Paperwork with it. Yep, you can see that in the corner. Mallard, look at that. I can't wait to do a video on it. I can't wait to do a review. It means a lot to me. It's taken me time to do this, collect them. And they're all in the box, and I take them out and I service them or make them run like the day they left the factory. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot, I need a drink. Yes, So it means a lot to me. So this is like a centenary thing. I've collected, just got all through the years. I've got from the 60s, I've got stuff from the 50s, you know, I've collected a lot. So Hornby is very important to me, and it has been an important part of my life through my growing up, from my childhood and into my adult life too, where I've got models and I've reworked them and made them better, or I've improved the electronics on them, which is great fun. These are original. I want to keep them original as well, but there are models that I have improved on continuity, so that they pick up on all wheels. And that's another thing as well in these designs of the 90s. One was done on the negative I think on the tender, and one's done on the positive on the wheels on the loco, because they're tender drive, you see. So not all wheels picked up, but I've done things to improve them, and also some models I've modified, as it were. Obviously, like I said, I've got stuff from made in China models. Obviously, I got collected stuff made in the 90s, especially the sets. All the sets made in the 1990 range. I just wanted to do that. Just a little thing. I had this catalogue, you know. I had this, you know, throughout my childhood, and I just wanted to do something. So that's what I've done. Collected that. Even the layout I'm building at the moment, you're probably wondering why I got 1993. I've said this before. I've also collecting I've got a lot of locos from this range, and I've got a lot of sets that I've collected again from the 1993 range. 92, 93, yeah. The reason why I've got this is because if I open up, I had this when I was little, in the 90s. I built this. It wasn't exactly like that, but I built my version of it. But now I'm going to show you. I'm going to rebuild this in here so I can have something to run, but I'm going to improve on it. This layout is not going to have any first radius curves, so they're gone. Second and third radius as tight. It's to be second. I'm going to have the bridge section. I have collected all the parts for the bridge, and I'll have that, and all the models that are in here as well, all the church and everything I've showed you in previous videos I've got, and I'm going to model them, and I'm going to paint them, bring them up to today's standards, as it were. So a lot of painting, a lot of remodeling, and I'm going to alter the church a little bit because I've seen someone else has done something on this church which I want to do and have my version of it. I may alter the track plan in the middle because I want to do a bit of shunting, so might have a roundhouse, I don't know. I haven't settled on that yet, but that's my plans, and I can't wait to build this. So I'll be doing this. Another layout I'll be building as well. A few layouts I'm building I haven't mentioned, but this one at the moment that's in the process what I've been doing as well whilst I'm off there. So I can't wait to do that. And obviously I've got, this won't be on, this is for the Evergreek Junction. I've been collecting underlay and cork underlay and other bits, Pico track, all sorts for that project, but that'll be into another video. For this layout as well, I've got a trestle. Yes, it'll be sitting on legs basically. So got a chain at the bottom, so basically this will sit there and the layout will sit on top of this. There's a few of these that I've made and I've built. So obviously I've done what I can anyway. I'm still learning, but I'll be doing the Evergreek Junction in a little bit better because I've got a book on carpentry. So it's taught me a lot of what I can do in a small, to build a compact portable layout, which I will be building for Everbridge Junction. But for the layout, I'm built the 1993 layout that I showed you in 93's catalogue. Will be going on that. Yes. All that's left for me to do is, I have rambled on a lot, and I apologise for that. All that's left for me to do is thank you so much for being patient, and please bear with me. I've got a lot to do, and I really do want to get back on track. Like I said, I've been collecting equipment, and I want to do an intro, and I've been fiddling around with After Effects and to get the thing I want and make it look, when you see it, you're like, wow, that's what I want to do. And there's people on YouTube that I've been watching the videos, and they've been showing me how to do things, so I'm learning. So please bear with me. I've promised it for a long time, and I just learning the skill set. It's taken me time, so I apologise for that. And a lot of you guys as well, I want to mention, I've watched a lot of your videos, and a lot of videos that people have made during the 2020 period, to keep people entertained, and you're showing new products and reviewing new products that you've got, and you've helped me out and helped me make some decisions for myself, so products that I want to buy, and I thank you for that. And obviously, building layouts during this period of time, it's taken me time to build this one, but obviously during the first period of this year, it was a lot of homeschooling, so my daughter was here a lot of the time, so I couldn't do much, even though she does help me out and she wants me to do things. There's some things that I can't do with her running around, like this for instance, so tricky times. But yes, I'm rabbiting on a lot again, I do apologise, but I'd like to thank you all for your patience. I'd like to thank you all for all your videos. I'd like to thank you for your comments you've made, and I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'd like to hope you stay safe, keep your family safe, and enjoy your modelling during the Christmas and festivities, which that's what I do. I do a lot of modelling during the festivities. We just get out and play trains, and that's what I'm planning on doing this year, because we just got to enjoy ourselves as best as we can. And mental health is it means a lot to me, and obviously this hobby, Hornby, helps a lot, a tremendous lot. I could sit in an evening doing some painting, painting models and gluing kits together, kit bashing. There's a lot of things and a lot of skill sets I'm still learning. So, and I'm watching a lot of you guys' videos, and you show me how to do things that I haven't done before, and it helps a lot. I'm really looking forward to getting this layout running, and then building my other layouts that I'm planning on doing. Going into the new year, obviously I was supposed to move this year. It all fell through because of what's going on. Hopefully I'll be moving again next year. I have my perfect modelling room, and a room where I can do my videos and make my videos. And obviously I can do things with like blue screens and things like that, and experimenting with some other editing things where I can put myself in certain places and certain backgrounds, and I want to do that. And obviously when we're allowed to go out, I want to go out and do some filming on preserved railways when we're allowed. So I can't wait to do all these new things and equipment that I've bought, and basically get to use the equipment I've bought. I'm going to wrap this video up now, so I'd like to wish you all again a Merry Christmas. Stay safe, play with your trains, have fun with the family you're allowed to be with, and just above all keep safe. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.